Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our regular council meeting. We'd like to start off by like to begin by acknowledging that we're in Robinson Superior Treaty Territory and that the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe and the Métis. Can we have approval of the agenda? I see we got two add-ons. We'll put number 13, Director of Operations Report, and number 14 under Committee of the Whole, the Department Reports. Number 14 is Treasurer Report on the vested property write-offs. Anybody got anything else? Hearing none, any disclosures of interest? No disclosures of interest. We got no delegations here. Nathan? Got no delegations. So we'll go into question period.
No questions.
No questions. Okay, minutes of. Resolution 274-22, moved by Councilor Morrow, seconded by Councilor Stefuric, that the minutes of the Council and Committee of the Whole meeting held October 11th, 2022 be accepted as circulated. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Carried. Resolution 275-22, moved by Councilor Sales, seconded by Councilor Stefuric. The council accept the quotation from Valentino Trucking in the amount of $13.80 per ton plus applicable taxes for the supply and delivery of 800 tons of winter sand and the rental of the stacker. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Carried. I see that's all done. Resolution 276-22. Moved by Councilor Stefuric, seconded by Councilor Morrow. The council accept the change order from RML Contracting in the amount of $8,650 plus applicable taxes for additional costs of work in 2022. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. That was 276, right?
276.
Resolution 277-22, moved by Councilor Stefuric, seconded by Councilor Sales. The council accept the change order from RML Contracting in the amount of $5,411.61 plus applicable taxes for the supply and installation of additional materials and labor for water service for the future pavilion property. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 278 -22, moved by Councillor Sales, seconded by Councillor Stefuric, that the North Shore Harvest Cover be approved for a grant in aid in the amount of $672, excluding applicable taxes for the use of the community hall on November 12th, 2022. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. There's no accounts for payment, no unfinished business. Under other business, Resolution 279-22. Moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor Stefuric, that bylaw 43-2022 being a bylaw to adopt a new policy for a scent-free workplace be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Carried. Resolution 280-22, moved by Councillor Stefuric, seconded by Councillor Morrow, that bylaw 44-2022 being a bylaw to authorize the sale of lands 208 Manitoba Street, part of a bulk of land at Schreiber Division Station E of Nebegon River Frisk, as in TBR 381112, to Robert Lapino, be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 281-22, moved by Councillor Sales, seconded by Councillor Stefuric, that bylaw 45-2022 being a bylaw to amend an agreement between the Township of Schreiber and TIB for the position of Director of Operations be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. I don't have to read this, right? Resolution 282-22, moved by Councillor Stefuric, seconded by Councillor Morrow, that bylaw 46-2022 being a bylaw to establish a fire safety plan be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 283-22, moved by Councillor Sales, seconded by Councillor Stefuric, that council approve the attendance of K. Doig and C. Madge at the FireCon 2022 held September 8th to the 10th, 2022 in Thunder Bay, and that expenses be paid as per township policy. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 284-22, moved by Councillor Stefuric, seconded by Councillor Sales, that council authorize a donation to the Canadian Cancer Society in the amount of $50 in memory of John Bouchard. All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 285-22, moved by Councillor Sales, seconded by Councillor Stefuric, that council authorize a donation to the Common House in the amount of $50 in memory of Edith Sheehan. All those in favor? Carried. Okay, we'll move on to the Committee of the Whole. Department reports, and so the first up is council expenses. Okay. And number 2 is the budget variance report on September 30th. Everybody okay with that?
Yep.
Director of Operation, number 3, Director of Operations, a status update.
Yeah, I have a question on the Discovery Center and the heating air conditioning unit. And it's designed only for the summer months. So that would be, in my opinion, July and August. Because every other month, May to October, you're probably going to be using your heat. So, what's the solution there? Is it to get a new unit? If this one isn't working as expected or as necessary?
It's rated for -10, so in the summer months it can heat if it needed to. It operates more as an air conditioner in the summer months. Apparently it was never spec'd to heat that car. I mean, it's a metal car with very little insulation, so it was never intended to be heated. So providing that we can get, for reasonable money, get it repaired so that it can operate as an air conditioning unit, we might want to continue with the same unit. But if the problem is ongoing and they can't find a proper board that will work in that unit, then I would suggest replacing it.
Yeah, because I think there's lots of problems with that unit for air conditioning this summer, was there not, Tammy?
It never worked all summer.
Yeah, so.
And we
Doesn't
have
sound like-
some repairs, right?
Yes, unfortunately, because they were using it to heat the car originally during the winter months, and it caused condensations to get into the circuit board.
Gotcha.
So it was being used for what it was not intended for. So last year, midway through the winter, we shut the heat off in that car and it tolerated it fine, so we will do the same thing this year. We'll not attempt to heat that car for the winter months, but we should have an air conditioning unit for in there in the summer.
Okay.
Okay.
The guys get back with the sander today?
I haven't heard if they arrived back, but they did go up and get it today. So I would have expected them back around 4 or 5.
Okay.
How about your meeting today with Bruno?
Bruno wasn't at the meeting because he just had back surgery, so I met with TBT. Sam is the pavement specialist for the MTO. He agreed with all of my concerns with the pavement quality and came up with a few of his own. He will be putting a report through to RML. RML will have the negotiations with Bruno as the subcontractor to RML. It will very much depend on the language in our contract. But Sam definitely agrees that we should be pursuing a complete tear up and replace.
Thanks, Tammy.
Okay, and I see New Steel is in town?
Yep, they were here today. They were repairing the door at the arena. That was successful. And Calgary was actually here today as well, and they finally replaced that unit on the top of the fitness center. We've been waiting for that motor since April, and it finally came in today.
Good. Okay, is everybody done with that? Hearing no more questions. Number 4, Aqua Schreiber Water and the Wastewater Monthly Operations Report for September.
Did we ever get a report back, Tammy, from the ministry on our wastewater?
The time frame for that type of test is 4 to 6 weeks, I believe, and we have not heard any news. So at this point, no news is good news.
Okay, so that was about a month ago, September 27th.
Yeah, because it's a culture, so it has to grow.
Yeah, I seen something on the, I mean, this wasn't a concern or anything, but it was about the water reservoir. That when the firefighters had to draw water, they called and advised the water plant they were taking water. And it was at 86%. Is that what is normal up there for? Does that vary quite a bit with how full that reservoir is?
It does vary depending on the time of year and the quality of the water that we're taking from the aquifer. It depends on how fast they can make water to replenish the tower, but at 86%, that is definitely higher than what we were this summer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, I just thought that was an interesting fact.
Okay, and number 5, environmental incident report.
I'm assuming it's just a standard procedure thing, they have to do this.
Yeah, if it spills on the ground at all, we have to report it, it's a reportable incident, but no further action required.
Okay, number 6, the aqua expenditures.
The staff recommendation here to accept the expenditure request from Aqua in the amount of $10,545.92, including taxes for the replacement of a chemical drum pump, clarifier drain and inspection, and purchase of wastewater shop tools.
Okay, no problem with that. Okay, I remembered as soon as Nathan said that about chemical. What's in all them drums down at the,
Nothing, most of them are empty, but they go back for rebate.
and that's what we're treating?
That was what, the chemical that you add during the summer months, but as of October 30th, we no longer add chemical. And they're just getting ready to ship out all the empty barrels for rebates.
Okay, because I've seen them wrap their plastic and I'm thinking, oh my God, did they get too much chemical and then we're gonna keep it and it's gonna freeze, but they're empty.
Yeah.
Okay, good, perfect. Number 7, Director of Operations report, the ice time.
That has resolved itself pretty much. We've been notified that one of the blocks of time was freed up by a user group. So we've notified the other user group to let him know that the block of time was available and if he still wants it to come and sign a contract.
Okay,
Okay.
everybody's good on that?
Well, there's a bit of a lineup for users, or are there others? Like groups?
No, this was just, it's the same amount of people, the same groups, they were just, there was a little bit of discrepancy on who was gonna get what block of time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, number 8, I guess we talked about that. Olympia overhead door, you've already said that.
It's fixed.
We still need to get the paperwork done, so recommendation put forward that council accept the quote from New Steel Door Systems in the amount of $5,540 plus applicable taxes for a new overhead door at the arena.
And I talked to, everybody good with that?
Yep.
Okay. Director of Operations report number 9, cold mix.
Recommendation here, the council accept the quote from Bruno Contracting in the amount of $5,060 plus applicable taxes for a dump truck load of Permapatch.
So we get this now, then we don't have to do the spring one again?
Yeah,
potentially?
this should take us through, and they're actually making a fresh batch, the end of this month, so this stuff will actually be in better shape than the stuff that we got in the spring. Cause it was already old and dried up, but wasn't quite as pliable to work with, so this should be nice and fresh.
Yeah, and And they need some in the spring to
Yeah.
get off the ground running.
Where does it get stored?
Well, the pile is outside in the, water, treatment plant yard. But in the winter months, the guys take some into the shop
Okay.
and store some in there to get through the winter.
Gotcha. That was my next one, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's real hard.
Yeah, I was assuming it turns into a brick. Okay.
Big brick.
Okay, number 10, the Finance and Special Projects Administrator Report. There's signage.
You see this every year. A recommendation of council, renew the Schreiber Beach and Cascal Hiking Trail tourism-oriented directional signage program for the year of 2023 in the amount of $1,520 excluding applicable taxes.
Expensive, eh? For a
Those are
sign.
for just the beach and the Cascal one?
Yep.
Not the museum one?
Correct.
That's the same style
Yep.
as a separate one?
Well, the museum one was removed. We didn't need to put it there because it was telling people to go basically down Winnipeg Street.
Right. Oh yeah, these signs are just, yeah. I'm thinking of different signs, yeah, no, this makes sense.
These are the, in the pictures.
Yeah, I know, I
these
see
are
them,
the
yeah.
ones.
Expensive for such little piddly.
Yeah.
Okay.
The idea is that people are familiar with those signs and may see it while going in the highway and understand that there are some tourism destinations for them to go to. But yes, I do agree that the price for this seems to be increasing.
Are we allowed to like add something on the pole to make it look nicer? Train or something? Or
They,
is it just? this
they're
is
very
it?
strict over
Yeah,
that pole.
Okay, I figured.
Yeah.
Ah.
But this is all contracted out by, I believe the province.
Yeah,
Forget
no,
which
I-
agency, but
Okay.
Okay, number 11, Schreiber Fire Department Activity Report for July and August. You wanna speak to anything there, John, or anybody got questions, or?
I think it's fairly straightforward. I don't think there's anything I need to speak to on that one, unless somebody has a question.
Okay. Okay, and how about number 12?
recommendation here. The council authorized the purchase of a replacement fan from Echo Supply Thunder Bay, and that the cost of $1,600 come from the fire department equipment reserve fund.
Yeah, I agree, that's an important piece of equipment. Okay with that
Yeah.
then? Okay, Director of Operations report, Claude Darling repairs. That should be on the bottom. Second from the bottom. They're running around trying to get every building heat.
Yeah, have they figured out if they can come on one day or?
It'll depend on the delivery of the parts. I have not heard that, but
Okay.
we are definitely trying to coordinate that with other trips, even if it's in the surrounding area.
Yeah.
Just read that out so everyone
Yeah.
can follow along. So it's a recommendation that council accept the quote from Claude Darling in the amount of $9,535 plus applicable taxes for parts and labor to repair heating at the library, arena, and public works garage.
Okay, everybody's good with that? Okay, and 14, right at the bottom, treasury report, vested property.
There's a recommendation that council authorize a write-off of property taxes in the amount of $3,267.31 for the following property tax accounts. Roll number 5851000002089005. Second one, 58510000109301. The third one, 58510000109700.
Everybody good with that?
Mhm.
Okay. We'll move into communications then. Thank you letter for putting up the Franco-Ontarian flag.
Yeah, that was nice. Do we want to support number 2? Um,
2 and 3.
Canada-wide early learning and childcare agreement. Increasing the wage for and opening up more childcare services. That was something that was brought up by candidates. What are we going to do about childcare in our communities? This might help.
Okay, we can support number 2. Everybody okay with that then? Hearing nothing else, we got no unfinished business, and we got no other business, so it brings us actually to the adjournment. So resolution 286-22. Moved by Councilor Morrow, seconded by Councilor Stefurek, that the meeting now adjourn at 7:34. All those in favor?